You are not going to believe the deals I scored at the grocery store today, and I'm also going to show you what I'm going to do with them coming up next. Hi everybody, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. My name is Sarah from Traditions Homestead, and I cannot wait to show you the deal that I scored at the grocery store and to show you what I'm going to do with them all. So, Kevin is going to bring them in so that the suspense can end. I got a giant box of bananas. Like old bananas, you know, like the ones that nobody wants to buy, the ones that are kind of brown and the kind that you use for banana bread. So how many pounds do you think this is? Probably 40.
Probably 40 pounds. 40
pounds of bananas. And I'm super excited. Now let me tell you why I'm super excited. Because at the farmer's market, every Saturday, I sell banana bread slices. I don't sell the loaves, well I guess I do some loaves special order, but I sell banana bread slices, and I'll tell you that it's probably one of the favorite things at the farmer's market every Saturday. And there are people who, if I'm sold out or if I just don't make banana bread that week, are so disappointed. So I am super excited to have scored all of these bananas now. I got them at like 30% of the cost. Like a third of the price, right? Yeah. I got them at like a third of the price. And so all of these bananas cost me like
$6.
$6. So, you know, I use, well, I make a double loaf every Saturday. So I go through 2 cups of banana mush. And so I'm going to show you that I'm going to turn all of these into banana mush, and I'm going to freeze them separately so that I can use them from now until like I'm 80 years old.
I'm going to show you guys something funny. These are the bananas we bought today. They're getting too brown for the store to sell, so they mark them down.
Yes.
But the funny part is, when we got home, I noticed we still have bananas that we bought last week, full price. We're still eating them, and they're more brown than the ones that they marked down and sold for 70% off.
Yeah.
Because people just don't want a banana with any brown on it.
Right. It is amazing how much waste there is out there in the grocery stores, and I'll let you in on not really a secret, but really kind of a tragedy. Most of the big stores out there, like Walmart's and Fry's and big
Albertsons,
big grocery stores, when they have produce that is bad or unsightly or blemished or whatever. They have corporate policies that don't allow them to like mark them down or sell them at a discount, or if you have livestock that would benefit from, you know, lettuce and those kinds of things, you know, they have boxes and boxes of that old stuff in their, you know, back rooms. But
it's not even old, it's just...
Yeah, it's like the outer leaves of a head of lettuce and that kind of thing. They have corporate policies that prevent them from either giving them or selling them to people like us who want to either use them in this way or, you know, feed them to our livestock because it's healthy and it offsets some of the cost of the feed that we're giving them. So to find a small town grocery store that allows us to buy, I mean, if nothing else, just these bananas at a discounted price, so that we can go ahead and, you know, save some money on, you know, we're making banana bread, but you could be, you know, freezing them for smoothies or, you know, freezing them for whatever. Freezing them.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. Yeah,
baby food, you know, those kinds of things. So I'm going to show you one of the methods that I use to freeze a lot of liquid things, and it's really helpful. So we're just going to get working as a team and getting these all pureed up, and so that we can freeze them in individual packages.
Okay, so we're getting these peeled. You know what's amazing is these are actually less ripe than the ones we bought 4 days ago at the grocery store that we're still eating. It just blows my mind, the reason that places would discount things. You know, bananas were typically, I think, 60 cents a pound, and we got these for 19 cents a pound.
Right.
So, I mean, that's... Anyway, I guess more gain to us. You know, when you try to live a frugal life, it's all about finding deals like this and you know, buying things when you find a great deal, and
Right.
then not having to buy them again for a long time. So.
Right. Okay, so Kevin's peeling them, and I'm going to put them in a bunch of them into the food processor and get grinding them up. I do want to say that we have something pretty cool coming up in another video. We are going to save all of these banana peels, and rather than just putting them right into the compost pile or throwing them into the garbage, which we never do, we're going to show you something fun to do with these that is equally productive. Okay, so I'm just going to get going on these and get them all chopped up. Now I'm going to puree these until they are kind of like pudding texture, hopefully. Good enough.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Talk about a banana smoothie.
right? Ooh, yum. Okay, so I'm going to show you my little trick, and I'm just going to take this off of here. Okay, so we're going to, well, first I'm going to measure out 2 cups. So the recipe that I use, which is a fantastic recipe, and everybody at the farmer's market says that I make the best banana bread out of anybody on the planet.
So if you want to see a video on that, you better leave a comment.
Yeah, I could probably do that. So I'm going, my recipe, which I double, okay, I need 2 cups of pureed banana. And so I'm just going to pour it in here and measure out 2 cups. Roundabout, okay. And then I'm going to freeze them in freezer bags. And Kevin, do you think I could pour it in there without that? That's safer. I always use a canning funnel when I'm putting stuff in these bags because it just prevents it from like getting all over the sides of it. I'm just going to dump it in here. Now, I want to show you a little trick about this, and I also then want to talk about why I find this to be the most fantastic way to freeze liquid things. Okay, so I have my little bag here, okay, and in order to, you need to get as much of the air out of here as possible so it doesn't like get freezer burn and start tasting weird. So you need to, you know, seal up this until you have like an inch left, you know, so there's still a little bit open right there. And then lay it down and press out all of the air by making the liquid go all the way up to the top there, and then seal it real quick. Okay, and the reason why I freeze liquids like this is because it takes up a lot less room in your freezer, and you lay it flat like this to have it freeze. And then also, when you want to take this out of the freezer, you can just put some hot water in your sink, put it in your sink of hot water, and it thaws out like that because it's so thin, okay? That is my trick. I do this with tons of things. I used to do it with a lot more than I do now before I started canning. But I do this with pesto. We have a pesto video, you know, broths that I don't want to can and that kind of thing, chili, homemade soup, those kinds of things. This technique of freezing them flat like this in a freezer bag works amazing, so I highly recommend it. Okay, so we are going to get moving and just process all of this stuff and see how much we come up with. Well, we were all done, and that was actually a lot of fun, and it didn't take us very long at all.
No, about 30 minutes.
Yeah, both of us working together to get it done, and we almost had an upset. I thought for sure I had way many, lots and lots of freezer bags, and we were kind of nervous that I was going to run out of freezer bags. I thought for sure, 24 bags would be enough, but we actually used every single freezer bag that I had.
Exactly the right amount.
Exactly. That doesn't happen to us. Normally it's like 1 short or something like that, or 10 short. Anyway, so this was fun and I'm super excited. So we ended up getting 23 bags of the banana puree, each one having 2 cups of banana puree in it except for one, and I marked that accordingly. So, this is not only a money saver, it's also a time saver for me. Now I can just pull one of these out of the freezer, run some warm water in the sink, stick it in there, and by the time I gather all of my ingredients and my mixing bowls and stuff like that, it'll be ready to go.
Right.
And, you know, just because I'm going to be using these primarily for banana bread, you know, one day if I'm making smoothies for the family, one of these packages would be perfect for smoothies. You could do this for baby food, all kinds of things. The sky is the limit.
Right. The bottom line is, it's just great to save some money.
Right.
And you need to keep an eye out for good deals. I mean, we're not telling you to just go looking for bananas. You need to be looking for good deals all the time.
Right. And you know, when you see the opportunity, you know, seize the opportunity, bring it home. You know, it took us 30 minutes to do this, and it's just going to be awesome for us to have all of this. So you guys, thanks so much for joining us on the homestead today and sharing with us the excitement of saving some money and you know, putting these in the freezer. I hope that it inspires you to save some money too. Look for those good deals. Be frugal on the homestead. And so, you know, before we go, if you like this video, if you give me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And we'd love to hear from you too in the comment section. If you are not a subscriber yet to our channel, we would love to have you part of our homestead family. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. And until next time, you guys, take care and God bless.
God bless.